We go for the mercenary camp, where obviously a Shadow Priest is waiting, or was waiting, because Soin stole that one already. No chance to steal one for Starbuck on the other side, as there's no creeping going on. And that is a lot of damage and dispel against water elementals, which is usually what ruins the early game for orcs, or makes it at least a lot harder, as it is for every other race as well. Now, how many militia can we kill? There's one. Shadow Priest survives. If you can put a self on top, that'd be quite fantastic. Harass isn't over. It is a level 2 Archmage, though, with a Pendant of Energy, so more mana. And almost one more Water Elemental. But the wolves are still hungry. Arcane Tower up, though, as I leave the game while still being in the game. Schrodinger's Observer. Solid. Solid. This costs some resources. This also costs some militia time. On the other side, we see attack by Soin while keeping the pressure high. Level 2 is pretty much unpreventable in competitive Warcraft in most of the matchups, but level 3 can definitely be done. We see not very much XP here, actually. So a couple of denies. We get the Berserker this time on Starbuck's side, and while he didn't get the Shadow Priest, this is a good damage boost, and it results immediately in the Headhunter falling. I think Starbuck is recovering quite a bit here on the way to tier 2, or at least on the way to Soin's tier 2, because we don't see a tech yet by Bucky. Nice exchanges between them. And an Expo it shall be. I think playing against a fast expansion for human is Soin's best style. Strategically, not too sure if this is the best way to do it, but maybe it's a necessary way to play it that way. Level 3 Archmage, and that is always the goal, but the Shadow Priest is still there, was healing up nicely. Both have a Shadow Priest now, as both operate with summons. It holds high value. So 1.6 on the Fascia. Now the question is TC or Firelord. With the Fascia being that hurt, he needs a bit of a break, but Starbuck is not gonna give it to him, unlike X.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, and this is not good. This is not good for Soin. He might be able to deny some units here and there, but his Fascia is so low. How is this Archmage able to put in so much chip damage? How do you want to push an expansion when you have nothing to push with? Oh boy. Oh boy, yeah. Soin needs defense instead of offense. And who am I to judge the doctor when it comes to strategies? It's, I mean, there could be buildings cancelled now. That's the thing when you play Orc and tech greedy without a shop. You gotta wait for the selves, you don't have healing, and if you're then a little bit too close to an Archmage and the Water Elementals, this is what happens. Reinforcements coming in, he sees the target, Beastery 50%, easiest handful of his life. And while Soin wants to play fast, heavy raiders with only one Beastery, that's not really allowed. Resources are there for another attempt, but this is 45 seconds basically shaved of the timing meter. TC out got stomped, trying to get rid of the Berserker. That could have been a block. Oh, but instead he's losing yet another Headhunter. Bit of a Hail Mary here. The body blocks by Soin. Not great, to be honest. He had an opportunity to block the Berserker before, then an opportunity to block the Archmage for some damage. Not doing that. Starbuck gets information. Second Beastery on the horizon, but... Oh, Archmage, is the block better? No. Rather goes for 2 axe swings, as the Fascia was also traveling far behind. Tech is running at the 7-minute mark. It's not the fastest tech I've ever seen. And this does certainly require some healing, but Starbuck... Oh, yeah, should be aware how to do that. Fascia could cancel a lot here. Doesn't want to get the mana burned via the Arcane Tower. So everything will be back to full health in no time, thanks to the regeneration potion. Scroll thing. Yeah, Get Rich Brothers saw that before the push happened. He can just run across and do huge damage. That was huge damage indeed. Mercs are coming in. And get more kills. Soin, this looking rough for you, my friend, because the worst is yet to come when the human hits tier 2, Mountain King, and full production. Florentine, you're streaming this early. What the hell? What were you streaming at 11 a.m.? Middle of the night. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you had a wonderful stream. Hope you had a wonderful morning. Archmage being caught here. Whoopsie. That's a TP if I ever saw one. A little too late with the stomp. Could have been a kill, actually. We are broadcasting a team match. It is Team Fortitude versus Team Happy. So, 2 of the best players in the world in a 3-people team. This is the first match. You didn't miss too much. The first map, the first match. He had a league match. I see. I hope it was successful. And of course, we gotta raise the question, Dota or Warcraft. Never know. Florentine's such a competitive person. Off we go. Next fight. Soin keeping the screws tight. Quite some mercs falling for Starbuck here. Who wants to replace them with actual human units, of course. Raiders falling, summons falling. Archmage has a town portal again, has an invul. I'm not too sure if Soin checked the inventory of how much actually is there. But I like that Raider positioning here. Preventing Archmage and the other units from retreating safely. Net after net after net. Raiders are falling though. Footman damage is crazy high. We have another stomp, and again Starbuck dodges that at the perfect time. Creep camp. I see. Sunday morning suffocation. Yep. All right. I see. We don't ask. We don't talk about it anymore. Okay. Florentine is probably not even listening. Just get done with it. Okay. 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 Glad you're exposed to competitive Warcraft here, everybody. This is pretty much the best of the best that we have to show. Later tonight, you also got the chance to show your skills in the Back to Warcraft Weekly Cup at 7 p.m. So you got a packed day of Warcraft with me. Double Sanctum, rifles. And yeah, the machine is running. Starbuck, he did spend a lot of gold on consumables. So that is a problem. Soin, no mana, just brute force Raider attack. He does have pillage, so every attack of Raiders and Grunts gives Soin a little bit of gold, which he needs because he's a base down. Militia Call goes into lumber, and that's the problem with Soin right now. How does he scale? What can he do? The expansion, fortified, main, fortified, army. Too strong to fight, really. Archmage level 4 as well. The writing seems to be on the wall, but Soin making progress on the levels. Yeah, he cannot fight anymore. He has to outmaneuver Starbuck to stand a chance here. Oh, ships in the night. He saw him with the water elemental. Okay, there is surface area here. Oh, big damage. Very unconventional movement by Soin to go through this little avenue where the Murlocs were originally. Stomp against the Mountain King to hold the damage low. Damage coming in, and he gets the kill. Soin, surgical strike. Question is at what cost? 1 radar? That is so worth it. Huge moment. Huge moment for Soin. And now we transition with the expo down, with both being on 1 base. Maybe there is a chance. 10 food up. Soin had a lot of resources due to the pillage. Ragamuffin 666. Thank you for the sub.
Moin, hey guys.
Moin. You gotta teach that AI read thingy about Moin. Mountain King can still be a massive weapon of mass destruction. Soin is just continue raiding, and it feels like Starbuck lost a lot of momentum here. The hit and run, the dirty tricks. Oh, peasants trying to block to catch up. Sweet. Stomp against it, so Mountain King cannot reach. Moin. There you go. Starbuck had the base up again with power build, and this time less surface area as it seems. Nets are flying that prevents workers from repairing. Fascia Cock TP necessary. Again, lots and lots and lots of gold for Soin due to pillage and Starbuck. This fast build town hall costs 600 something. The repair also expensive. Grumpy Dennis, thank you for the 40 month. Supply very much in favor. Soin is trying to build a fighting army with walkers coming in, so he has the spell. Also grunt upgrade for more HP. Weapon of mass distraction and a maniac. I like that. Still holding on to the big potion. Levels are obviously an issue. 1.5 ahead on the first hero. Ooh, that is brave. That is brave.
A player's forces are under attack.
At least his forces Starbuck to the bottom left-hand side, exposing his right-hand side. Now, fortification with farms. Hashtag fix farms. Not too many raiders can fit in there. And yeah, this is starting to be a very obvious play. Forces another TP. Speed scroll. Exactly. Mountain King cannot reach. Soin is playing a very intelligent hit and run game. This might result in a town port, but he's just going for the keep. This gives extra resources. Pillage gives percentages. Oh, careful. Fascia. Percentages of the building cost, and for an upgraded main building it counts both costs together, so for tier 1 and the tech. And Soin is rich, 1k. This is way closer than the early game suggested, I gotta say. Starbuck constantly spending gold on town portals, items, repair, new buildings. But Soin is not losing much. Arguably, he lost the town portal and the speed scroll as well.
Players' forces are under attack.
Can you then fight without a level 3 TC? I don't think so. Starbuck getting ready. Weird choke. TC only needs a couple of kills. 65 supply. This is level 3. Is it though? Yes, it is. Precisely. We play with Invis. Both have good consumables. And we get Blizzard now. How do you stop the damage of Blizzard? Best AoE spell in the game. But we also have a lot of raiders. Points near to cancel that channeling spell. army still seems weak. Hit the main, force the TP like instantly. The retreats are good. 325 gold, gone. Usually a tier 2 orc army has a rough time fighting a tier 2 human army. Starbuck making the right adjustments. Surrounding the town hall immediately to prevent damage. This is economy damage, of course. This will lead to a town portal. More surface area here. Farsia maybe a bit exposed. Blizzard coming in. We have no heal scroll. Thank you, Canudi. Love the carrot sign. So, is he getting that? Oh my god, he gets it again! Second kill on the town hall for Soin. And this is another 600 gold, and this time he can't even fast build it. Starbuck in trouble. That is incredible warcraft by Soin. Gotta be careful that he's not out damaged by this army. But Starbuck seems like he's confident enough to just rush across as he did in the early game.
Players' forces are under attack.
This must be very annoying to play against. Hell yeah! But Starbuck did this to many people, so it's fair. Level-wise, this Archmage is obviously still dominant. And I don't think you can fight this army. Love the Footman here, by the way. Love the Footman here as well. This would be such a classic timing to just Orc expand. There we go. No town portal. Double heal scroll, speed scroll, big mana potion. Is it the time? The raiders ideally would love to go to the casters, but there was a breaker wall. Big blizzard. Well held by Starbuck. Pretty much the perfect fight setup. Soin can only run. There's a kill. There's a kill. This is too expensive on a one base. Oh, is there a kill actually? The Stormbolt. Got it. That was not the position he wanted to go into. He saw an opportunity maybe to rush for the casters, but breakers were closing the gate. And now the Orc army is all over the place. Soin, what are you doing? He's still trying to cast a flank. Mountain King cleans house at the beginning. TC cannot really reach. Oh, where are the end stairs? They're too far away. And everything is hurt. Clap, Blizzard. Amazing combo. No heal scrolls anymore. Now the raiders are here, but it's way too late. All the efforts by poor Soin. In vain. All the laming. In vain. Because the human army is better than your army. And the blizzard wasn't interrupted at all. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yeah, building that fighting army with Raider Walker. That didn't work. That didn't work at all. Maybe an economical game would have been better. And more fruitful overall. But on Echo Isles, it's also relatively hard. On Twisted or something, yeah, for sure. On bigger maps. On Echo Isles is relatively easy to read. So that's what it is. But Soin playing a good game. Nice recovery. Shows fighting spirit. Starbuck was trailing there a little bit. But yeah. In the end, there was a very clean affair. If you fight this level 3 Blizzard straight up, well, you know you're in trouble. Maybe someone wanted to be a bit too honorable. fight the good fight instead of, you know, Raider hit and run. It didn't work out for him. 40 and his team on the way to the 1 and the 0. That would be the second win in a row for Starbuck versus Soin. And now, as we find ourselves on Turtle Rock, we also find ourselves in times of trouble, at least Soin is. So that is Pally Rifle. Don't worry, I'll hold my hate back. All good. We're professional here. Starbuck back to Pally Rifle. Not on Echo Isles, but here on Turtle Rock, as expanding is pretty much impossible. And this is, regardless of my feelings towards Pally Rifle, this is strategically and game design wise pretty damn great, I gotta say. Having to adjust your playstyle to maps is how it should be. On Echo Isles, easy expansion. Play Archmage expansion. Turtle Rock, super hard gold mine camps. Play Pally Rifle. And so on. Starbuck told you how to beat it. Did you listen to Mr. Miyagi? The answer should again be lame hit and run Raider attacks. Everything else would greatly surprise me. We've seen on Echo Isles that Soin is more than capable of playing that style with good attacks. I love balls. Thank you, I guess. Sithrin, it is nice to see you here, even though we don't have a Night Elf in this match today. So we know the starting position. We know that Pally Rifle is a very slow build. But Farseer doesn't want to disrupt this at all. Way earlier of a shop than last game. And now we harass. 3 rifles. Paladin didn't spend any mana yet. Lots of HP on all sides. Triple gauntlets. And this is now the standoff where both are operating from range. Not much will happen, but that's exactly what Soin wants. No progress for this Paladin. Can't stop the tech, of course. So is it just gonna be Raiders? Echo Isles, rush distance wise, is a pretty big map. On Echo Isles, there was the advantage though that Raiders had 2 targets. Now there's only 1 target in terms of bases. And of course it's all coming together. Cheapest attack upgrade in the game. I think Soin is not getting much done. He has a solid idea of what's happening. But unlike Echo Isles, where he killed 2 peasants immediately, Pally Rifle is not only a slow build, it is also a very...
Go Bucky.
Go Bucky. It's also a very stable build. Raptor Rob, thank you for the sub. So very hard to throw something in the machine, in the wrenches.
A player's forces are under attack.
Aye. Creeps are getting involved. Nice little manip. Fascia got it! Claws goes to the Paladin, which is not that great to be honest. As there's gonna be a lot of channeling and Paladin is not here for the damage. Holy Light and Snare, it's coming together. This was a huge steal. Deny this time, but a rifle is gone. TC as well. Blood Mage on the other side. Rifle range upgrade. And double bestiary. Obviously, you have to play Raiders. Like Wyvern against Rifle would be quite suicidal. But good control. Would love to have an Ensign now. Damage is minimal on Soin's side. What can really do damage here? Not much, actually. TC is more of a walking movement speed aura than anything else, because Blood Mage is coming now. Fascia being so naked. Would love to have the Archmage items. Alright, Starbuck on the opposite side of the map. And you can see how much impact this movement speed has. This will, hopefully, for us, because we want game 3, this will hopefully be the rest of the game. Hit and run and hit and run.
A player's forces are under attack.
Already fortification. Love that base build. This is so hard, actually, for Soin to find a meaningful angle. I mean, there's not too many raiders in yet. There they are. And Starbuck is cooking. At some point, damage types don't matter too much when you're playing rifle or piercing damage in general. They just gun everything down. But Soin finds the way again. Sorceress intercepted. Starbuck is backseat gaming a lot when anyone else plays Paladin and Rifles on stream. And this is a lot of people at the moment. And tells them what to do. I can tell you, this Paladin being in this position isn't necessarily the most ideal for him, but I was about to say saves the Sorc, but that's not true. Takes a bit of control away. The other Sorc is very, very hurt and not very hurt, but empty. And there's no Brilliance Aura to heal her up. And you don't really want the Blood Mage to feed your units. So unusual position for a Warcraft player, having to split armies. This is not something we do usually. Very hero-centric game, of course, as the heroes are so strong. So is the situation good for Soin as long as it's one base? I'm not sure. Nice jump. Ooh, Raider saved last second. And a couple of rifle. Not part of that portal. Off we go. That's the freebie. Not a perfect day for Starbuck so far. It is enough for Soin at the moment. And again, we get pillage. What's the best target in the base? Razabaz, thank you for the prime. So ideally, Soin wants to continue playing circles around Starbuck, keep the army busy. Raiders survive quite a bit, offer control. We can creep here for consumables. TC low level, but as I said, he's just a glorified grunt with an aura. And that movement speed is all that matters at the moment. Getting level 3, getting level 2. Starbuck also finding some kills. while Soin leaves him alone for a second. I don't think there's a chance for a fighting army anymore. Like, how do you want to fight this? You don't fight. You just kill. Kill bases. 3 sorcerers in the main. Oh my, this base build is gorgeous. Raiders having a mega tough time to hit these Sorks. And with that, everything is slowed. Speed scroll helps, but can't prevent that kill. Banish on 2 units for even more disable. This is well set up. Some intricacies that other Pally Rifle players still lack. Starbuck definitely on the forefront alongside Lemes and the entire nation of Poland. But what about this? Would you ever scout this? That's the win condition.
The town is under siege.
He would ever scout this. Wow.
A player's forces are under attack.
Why? How? That is gnarly. And now you got a human infestation in your base. Starbuck on the way to a very solid 2-0. Got a heal scroll, protection scroll. Scroll of the beast for rifles is insane. Sorks obviously not the best fighters when it comes to damage, but so much utility. And poor Soin. Getting a bit slaughtered here. That scout is phenomenal. Yeah, and now show us the way to fight with raiders. They're not doing anything at the moment. Just standing there lazy. As it is Sunday, I guess. Storms are alright, but that was probably the last one, given how Siphon works. Oh my god, the mana is just gone. Headless chicken raiders can't find the targets. The Kodos have eaten 2 of them at least. Banish prevents them. The spells are doing good damage. Score of protection as well. Will Starbuck overcommit? He wants his units back. That's for sure. With that, he has to stay in a little longer. No heal scroll anymore. That one was used before. But yeah, it is relatively one-sided as we don't have a heal scroll on the orc side. It is just a game of sustain. And that usually goes to the human, even without Brilliance Aura. The supply is, of course, a little bit misleading, thanks to rifles in bellies. But you know, just bring the foods. That expo was cancelled. And this is Starbuck's base now. The carry of Team 40 has so far won every single point for this team, I think. 40 lost the matches against the Night Elf. Yumi got close, is oftentimes a sacrificial lamb, but got close to take a series off of Lin. And then the 2s. The Starbuck 40 Yumi team didn't come together either. So yeah. How do you play this hit and run when there's only one base to hit? The base build. This is a game where building positioning is a huge part of why a player won. Just no surface area whatsoever. Maybe raising a blacksmith, going for the racks. But it's easier said than done. And that is game. Starbuck again 2-0, goes 3-0 in Ancient of Wonders Cup. Absolute backbone of Team Fortitude. Can't stress this enough. How well he plays in these tournaments.